Former Olympic athlete arrested at Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. What really happened? Imagine visiting one of America's most iconic landmarks, only to witness police making arrests near the famous reflecting pool. Now imagine learning that one of the people arrested was a former Olympic athlete. But what caused the situation? Was it a protest, a public disturbance, or something much stranger? Stay with us, because the story behind these arrests at the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool is raising questions about public safety, maintenance, and how visitors interact with some of the nation's most treasured monuments. Intro. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest trending stories making headlines across America. Today we're looking at an unusual incident that unfolded at the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool in Washington, D.C., where authorities reportedly made multiple arrests after visitors entered or touched the water. Among those detained was reportedly a former Olympic athlete, adding an unexpected twist to an already surprising story. Let's break down exactly what happened. The iconic reflecting pool. For millions of Americans and international visitors, the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool is more than just a body of water. Stretching between the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument, it has become one of the most recognizable locations in the United States. The reflecting pool has appeared in countless photographs, movies, documentaries, and historic events. It's also the site where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous, "I Have a Dream," speech during the March on Washington in 1963. Because of its historical importance, the area is carefully maintained and protected by federal authorities. Visitors are generally expected to remain outside the water. But recently, something unusual began attracting attention. The blue liner controversy. Reports indicate that newly painted blue liners inside portions of the reflecting pool started peeling. As the paint deteriorated, sections became visible to the public, creating an unusual appearance that many visitors had never seen before. Photos and videos shared online quickly sparked curiosity. Some visitors reportedly approached the water to get a closer look. Others wanted photos or videos for social media. Meanwhile, officials were also dealing with another problem: severe algae growth. The algae blooms reportedly affected parts of the pool, changing the water's appearance and creating maintenance concerns. Together, the peeling blue surfaces and algae issues transformed what is normally a calm and picturesque landmark into a topic of national discussion. Visitors enter the water. As interest grew, some visitors reportedly crossed barriers or ignored warnings and entered areas near the water. Authorities say multiple individuals touched or entered the reflecting pool despite restrictions. Park officials and law enforcement officers responded by enforcing regulations designed to protect both visitors and the historic site itself. Several arrests were reportedly made during these encounters. While entering the water may seem harmless to some observers, officials emphasize that rules exist for important reasons. Historic landmarks often require strict preservation measures. Damage caused by large numbers of visitors can create significant maintenance costs and safety risks. Former Olympic athlete among those arrested. One detail quickly caught public attention. According to reports, one of the individuals arrested was a former Olympic athlete. The athlete's involvement generated widespread media coverage and social media discussion. Many people online expressed surprise that a former Olympian would become involved in an incident at a national monument. Others questioned whether the enforcement action was necessary. The incident rapidly became a trending topic, with users debating both visitor behavior and government responses. As often happens in the social media era, opinions were sharply divided. Some argued that rules are rules and should be followed regardless of a person's fame or background. Others felt the situation could have been handled differently. Why the reflecting pool matters. To understand why authorities take these incidents seriously, it's important to understand the significance of the location. The reflecting pool isn't just a tourist attraction. It's part of a larger national memorial landscape that honors important moments and figures in American history. Every year, millions of visitors travel from around the world to experience these landmarks. Maintaining them requires constant effort, including water treatment, structural repairs, cleaning, landscaping, and security operations. Even seemingly small disruptions can create challenges for maintenance crews and park officials. That's why regulations regarding access to the water are typically enforced. The social media effect. This story also highlights a growing trend across the country. In recent years, social media has encouraged people to seek unique photos and videos in increasingly unusual locations. Many users want content that stands out. Unfortunately, that sometimes leads individuals to ignore posted rules or safety warnings. Officials across the United States have repeatedly warned that historical sites, national parks, and protected landmarks are not designed to serve as backdrops for risky behavior. What begins as a photo opportunity can quickly become a safety issue. The reflecting pool incident serves as another example of how viral moments can sometimes lead to real-world consequences. Public reaction. Reaction to the arrests has been mixed. Some Americans support strict enforcement, arguing that preserving national monuments should remain a top priority. Others believe education and warnings may be more effective than arrests in certain situations. Online discussions continue to focus on several questions. Should visitors face legal consequences for entering restricted areas? Could clearer signage have prevented the situation? And should maintenance issues such as peeling paint and algae blooms have been addressed sooner? These questions are likely to remain part of the conversation as officials review the incident. Conclusion. For now, the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool remains one of America's most cherished landmarks. The recent arrests, including the reported detention of a former Olympic athlete, have brought unexpected attention to ongoing maintenance concerns and visitor behavior. While the situation may seem unusual, it serves